Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be doing F1 this or that questions. I wrote a lot of them. You guys sent in some as well, and we're just going to answer them. We can give some context if we feel like we need to.
Okay.
Would love for you guys to play along as well and let us know in the comments what you picked. Because some of this might be controversial. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know either. I haven't seen them, so.
Should we just get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I should also preface and say too, very grateful to all of you who wrote in and gave us questions and stuff. A lot of them were would you rather types, which I felt like we already did that. So if I didn't answer your question, that is probably why, or didn't take your question, and that's probably why. But I'm sure we'll do would you rather's again, because those are always fun.
Always fun.
Okay, let's just get started.
Okay.
All right. Day race or night race?
Night race.
I'm saying day.
Okay.
Just for the just purely because of the timing of when I have to wake up.
Yeah,
and
your
watch.
sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it depends where the night race is, but I think day. Okay. Carlos or Charles?
Carlos.
Charles. We're opposites right now.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, opposites attract.
Monaco or Silverstone?
Silverstone.
As a race, Silverstone. As like a experience,
Yeah,
Monaco.
I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't give any context.
Yeah, I think there's pretty much every race is better than Monaco as a race.
Yeah.
Because
But the experience of Monaco, I feel like, is unmatched. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, from firsthand, but
yeah, and I think just like the the history part of it.
yeah.
Okay. Classic track or street circuit?
Classic track.
I'm saying classic track as well. There's something about something that is like purely designed for racing.
Yeah.
That just the racing is better. Like there's a reason why
Agreed.
Silverstone is so good. There's a reason why Austin is so good. Like it's because they're designed to be good racetracks.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's built in the Miami, Hard Rock.
Yeah, you're restricted.
I almost said Hard Rock Cafe. The Hard Rock Stadium parking lot. It's just not quite as good. Now I do like the risk factor of a street circuit because you have, everything is so marginal.
Yeah.
But overall, permanent circuit. Team orders or let them race?
Let them race. I hate team orders.
You do hate team orders.
I hate team orders. I hate team orders. Like if someone's doing better, they should get to, because you wouldn't make them not pass someone else.
That's team orders.
I understand. I hate them. I think it's stupid.
I think it obviously is like, there are times where I think team orders are necessary because otherwise things won't happen and you have to sometimes like lay down the law. But I think overall, let them race. That's how I feel. Sometimes you do get, if you let them race, you get a Daniel Max Baku 2018, which fucks everything up,
Well,
so that's
tough.
Yeah. Fan designed liveries or traditional team colors?
I like special liveries when they're done well. Like, I mean, I know that sounds like so obvious, but like, I love the Gulf liveries.
Yeah, that's not fan designed though. This is like the fan design, like when Red Bull did the fan design ones for Miami, and like when people get to like design. I think they also did that for Austin.
Very specific to the design though.
But just in general, what would you prefer?
If it's between fan and regular, I say regular.
I say regular as well.
No offense to those of you.
This one I think is pretty obvious for us. 3-stop strategy or 1-stop strategy? 3-stop strategy.
Definitely 3.
Ban 1-stop races.
Amen.
Permanently.
Retweet.
Vegas is definitely going to be a 1-stop race because, tires.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Alex or Lando?
Ooh.
I'm saying Lando
tough.
for today. I'm saying Lando.
I think I would say Lando for today as well.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's tough.
And it would probably, if you ask me tomorrow, it'll probably be different. Or it could be different.
Yeah. Vegas or Miami?
Miami.
I wonder if this is as a race or as a city.
I'm assuming race.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know Vegas
But
yet,
also as a city, I think. Although I've never been to Miami. Vegas
I'm saying
is just
Miami.
so specific.
Yeah, because I think Miami also, like, there is history and stuff in Vegas, obviously, but I think like the culture of Miami is so interesting, like the
Mhm.
Latin influence, and I'm sure like that comes through in everything in Vegas is very
Vegas.
camp. It's
Yeah.
very it's for a specific kind of person and a specific style, and that's
Mhm.
it's fun every once in a while. But if I were to like live in one of the cities, I would pick Miami,
Yes.
I think, for sure. So we could live with Alex Earl.
And it's hard to, yes. And then it's also hard to say as far as the race, just because
we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel's tattoos or Lewis's tattoos?
Daniel's tattoos.
This is also like, this is also one where it's like, just if you're strictly speaking on the tattoo design, who has better tattoos? I think I would say Lewis.
Yeah.
Like his actual tattoos are more like artistic, whatever. But I think if you're talking about them on the person.
Yeah, I also think it's so important that I'm only picturing Daniel's thigh tattoo right now. I'm not thinking about much else.
Yes. And that is, it could literally be like, I don't even know. It could be like,
I honestly couldn't even tell you what his thigh tattoo is.
It's like a number of different things.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is it could be anything, but like, it doesn't matter.
Right. It works.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know if Lewis has any tattoos on his legs at all? I feel like we would have.
I genuinely don't know if I've ever seen his legs before.
Yeah, he always wears pants.
He's in a pant a lot.
Yeah, he does wear shorts sometimes, but like long shorts.
Yeah.
Such a good point.
We'll have to do so. If anyone knows,
let us know. Alpha Tauri or Alfa Romeo? Alpha Tauri, obviously, for me.
Yeah, I think Alpha Tauri for me too. I'm just bummed that Alfa Romeo isn't doing that hot.
Yeah.
Because I like both the drivers, but
yeah. Sprint weekend or normal weekend?
I like sprints.
It's controversial.
No. But I think I like sprints, but I think they need to do something different with the format and a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I think it can always be reworked, but
yeah, I don't know. That's a really hard one. I think probably ultimately normal weekend, but I think there's definitely exceptions to that rule.
I will say as someone who has attended a race that's a not sprint and then attended a race that is a sprint, it's nice for the people, like the guest experience when you're attending a race, when there's something exciting or something significant, I should say, that's happening on all 3 days. I think it's nice. Because like if you can't afford to go to the actual race, it's nice that you could at least be there for quali, or like you may be able to afford seats for the sprint when you couldn't for the race or whatever. So I think that part's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I also agree with the commentary that like it's not working in its current format.
Totally. Okay, Monza or Spa?
Spa.
He won in Spa, he wins in Monza, both.
Yeah.
Charles Leclerc.
Repeat.
No, I would think
it's been a while though.
It's been a while. I would say Monza because like so many of my favorite drivers have had such memorable wins in Monza. Pierre Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc.
Sure.
So Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
So I'd say Monza, but I just love like where Spa's located. And I think it's such a beautiful track.
Yeah. And I do hate how dangerous it's started to be, or how,
it's
obviously there's a lot of tragedy around that track, but
anyway. Agreed. Okay. Aston Martin admin or Ferrari admin? They're both good.
They're both really good. Although sometimes I think the Ferrari admin has something against Carlos because
the photos they choose
a couple times.
Isn't it so funny?
But I'm like, it's a part of the joke.
Is it though? Is it a joke?
I don't know.
It is funny that like Carlos is I think it's a really good lesson for people that like you can be such a good looking person and you can still take bad pictures. Because like there's some people that, they're so like my pictures don't look good. It's like, well, it doesn't mean that you're not an attractive person.
Right.
That's a good lesson. But I think Aston Martin is very clever. I think what they do is like so clever and they're onto trends. Jimmy is very good at that stuff. Ferrari, we have to acknowledge.
Well, and also, are they asking us if we would rather be?
I think which one we like better.
Oh,
Ferrari has like the secret weapons, which is they have Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz as their drivers. And so they could, again, like ice bath videos, whatever. They have so much, they don't have to do as much because they have two very good looking drivers to work with.
Yeah.
Not that Lance and Fernando are like, uggos, but like it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Lance isn't participating in TikTok. So really it's Fernando
and he's
Fernando
doing
kills
fantastic.
it.
Like the Roman Empire video was so
It's
good.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that was on Fernando's. I think that was Fernando's or TikTok.
Doesn't
but
matter. He did a nice job.
I think I'm picking Aston Martin as well.
And also, if anyone who works for Ferrari is listening, I keep getting an ad for a rubber duck advent calendar. You're welcome. Do something with
or
that.
whoever has Carlos has your Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. That video is gonna come soon.
I know. They do it in Abu Dhabi, so it will be after that.
I wonder who everyone got.
Team principal or chief strategist? I'm saying strategist.
Just like who we prefer on a team better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the strategist.
Well, again, it depends because is it the chief strategist of Ferrari? Is it the chief strategist of Red Bull? Very different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Hannah Schmitz? Is it the Ferrari strategist? Because one of them cooks and the other one,
one of these
by
things
cooks,
is not
I
like
mean
the other.
actually is killing it.
Yeah.
I feel like the team principal role, I think the strategist is because you're in it more. I mean, the principal's in it too, but like
I also feel like the role of the principal varies
admin
between
type.
teams.
Yes, that's true.
And I don't know to what level, but I do feel like there's a different level among teams. So I would say chief strategist because it's also like super important.
Speaking of that, Toto or Christian?
This is actually more difficult than it should be because I mean Toto for all of the like wrong reasons, but I really have a lot of respect for Christian as a team principal, but I just think he has so much like respect and I think he treats the drivers really well. At least that's my impression. I obviously never met the guy.
I'm saying Toto.
Yeah.
It's hard to go against Toto Wolff.
Yeah, they're also like so hard to compare.
This is a phone that we got from someone. Aero McLaren or McLaren F1? From
a team perspective or an admin perspective? Because I'll tell you what, Aero McLaren's social media is fantastic.
Fantastic.
So good.
And the drivers too. I mean, of course. Of the drivers. It's very difficult on both levels.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying Aero McLaren. McLaren F1 is great.
Yeah. But there's and there's like more like the fact that there's 3 of them in I think I might go Aero McLaren or Aero McLaren too.
Yeah. Yellow flag or red flag?
Yellow.
I mean, again, it's one of those things that's like when it works for you, you're happy about it. When you're not, so
because I do love a good restart.
I do love a good restart. If it's benefiting the people that I like, then I'm happy for the red flag. Do I wish there was a red flag Abu Dhabi 2021? Yes. Do I wish there was a yellow flag in Mexico this past year? Yes, because that would have helped. So, but ultimately, I'd say yellow. But again, I don't love racing under safety cars, so maybe I say red. Maybe I say red.
Yeah, but the other reason and this is so lame, but like the reason I like yellow better is it also means that there wasn't like so significant of an incident that they had to stop the race.
There was that red flag. I don't know if you remember in Australia, because Alex just like kicked a bunch of sand and dust into the track. That
one was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying.
Singapore or Baku? Singapore.
Yeah.
Soft tires or hard tires?
Soft.
We really don't like the hard tires over here.
No, I'm a big mead gal.
Oh, mead, yeah. I'm a big Inters. No, just kidding. I don't like Inters actually. Okay, Gunther or Otmar?
Slander.
It's hard. It's really hard. That's very hard because they're so different yet like similar at the same time.
I think maybe Otmar today.
Really?
Kind of.
Because of what? Because it was selfies?
I just kind of miss him.
I mean, here's the deal. For me, it ultimately has to be Gunther because there is no one. He is carrying.
Yeah, there is no one
on his back.
Yeah, that's so true.
He is. Him and Daniel essentially are carrying Drive to Survive on their shoulders, like and Otmar's not. Otmar is
he's just our Bonjour King.
He's our Bonjour King.
Yeah,
he tried to be a principal at a number of different places. He does fall on the sword. He did at Aston Martin. He just would defend Aston Martin. I guess they were Racing Point or whatever they were. and Gunther has to deal with Jean, which is not an easy job. So I have to say Gunther, but
okay.
Otmar is
You make a compelling point.
Okay, and then the final one, Drive to Survive season 1 or season 5?
I think I would go with season 1 because of what a catalytic event it was in our lives.
It was, yes. It also,
is catalytic a word?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was, Daniel Ricciardo, shining star, wasn't great in hindsight in terms of his decision-making ability.
Mm-hmm. But as Christian has told us, he was being poorly advised.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I would love to know more from Daniel's perspective on that.
Yeah.
But you know
who we've never seen again? It's his advisor from season 1.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. We have never seen his advisor again. You're so right.
It's just I think it's an important data point.
But also it's like, okay, yeah, you have advisors, but who's ultimately making the call? He's making the call. And he was a grown man, making his own decisions.
Yeah.
So, not that I'm saying he's blaming. I don't know. But what I was going to say is, there's very few people that I'm like, I would love a memoir book from, but Daniel is someone who I would love to know more about all these different, I would just love to get the action, because I feel like he doesn't reveal a lot of the truth of what's going on. He doesn't air out his dirty laundry, but I feel like with time he would be able to speak more candidly about that time, or other instances the McLaren stuff. I
wonder if he keeps a journal, because a Matthew McConaughey-esque, the green lights, just how it's more just they really are from the real time when it was
Taylor
happening.
Swift when she released all of her journal entry or entries.
But rather than a retelling, it's more he actually has the stories from real time. That would be interesting. He doesn't strike me as a journal guy.
Yeah, he might be. Actually, I think he does have a journal. I think he has mentioned he does journal.
Well, then you've already done half the work.
Yeah, there's just a lot that I'm curious about, his relationship with different drivers during these different periods of time. Cyril, that dynamic of stuff. Cyril. There's just a lot that I feel like he could offer.
When did he realize he
made the wrong decision?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so much to say.
Yeah. And maybe at some point, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be a memoir. Maybe he could go on a podcast and speak about it. It's definitely gonna have to happen when he's out of Formula One. He's not gonna do it before he's for sure out of Formula One.
Yeah.
But so with that said, season 1.
Yeah.
Because season 5,
I forgot you didn't answer yet.
Season 5 didn't really have it was sad Daniel.
Yeah.
We had some Yuki Air moments, the karaoke. We had the Otmar Bonjour.
Yeah. Feliz cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños. We had Charles screaming a lot about him being fucked every which way.
Yeah.
So I think 1 is a safe bet.
For sure.
Even though we didn't have Toto Wolff or we had no Merc, we had no Ferrari.
But we didn't know we were missing them either.
So true. So true. Okay, that was F1 this or that.
That's that on that.
That's that on that. Let us know if you have any other ideas for us in the future for videos. We're always, looking for new things to do. We are.
I know.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. See you guys next time.
Enchante.
Enchante. We're keeping that.